Hello, so today's video, as you can see, is an unboxing of Abominable Book Club. Now, this is actually the box for November. I'm really late on my uploads because I've been having some technical difficulties, so unfortunately I didn't upload as much as I wanted to in October, and then I pretty much haven't really uploaded anything in November, but I've since sorted out the difficulties. So I should be up to my usual postings of book reviews and unboxings. So yeah, this is actually November's box, so I'll be posting again this month with the December's box when that one comes through. But yeah, I'm eager to have a little look inside this. I got this last week and it's been sat in my lounge waiting to be unboxed, and I've already undone the sticky label and I had a little sneak peek. But to be honest, I actually can't remember what the books looked like that I saw. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I got, plus the extras I haven't seen, and obviously the second-hand book, because we receive 2 new releases, which is the same for everybody, and then 1 second-hand book, which will be different for everybody. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what we got in November, and then hopefully I will be back to my normal schedule of posting. I have a lot of ideas that I want to get done. Whether I get them done before the Christmas holiday starts, I don't know. We shall have to see. But yeah, also I probably sound a bit bunged up because I have a cold, so yeah, if I sound weird, that's why. It's just that time of the year when colds are going round. It's getting colder in the UK, so yes. And my son is currently still at school. They haven't broken up yet, so yeah, I'm catching all the lovely bugs and viruses going around. But enough rambling, and let's see what we have in the November box. And yeah, I get the full guts box, so I get the extras and everything. So this is how it came. We have the second-hand book on top with the lovely wax seal. And it's quite a chunky one, quite a thick one this month. So yeah, I'm excited to see which one we get. I will do that at the end. Yes, so should I go for the books first? I'll do the books first because I can see this one right here. So this one looks interesting. Marginal, compelling and gruesome. So you have this like skinned man on the front cover. The devil is in the details. So let's see what this book is about. It says, when Rob receives a call in the middle of the night, he knows it must be bad news. But he isn't prepared for what he hears. His brother Marcus has died in Scotland, at the compound where they spent their childhood. A place Rob managed to escape with his sanity barely intact, a place that hollowed out his family. Rob is determined to go north to the compound to see Marcus laid to rest. Most importantly, to get to the bottom of what killed him. Because Rob has been waiting for the systematics to make a mistake, waiting for their charismatic leader Bjorn to show his true colours, so that Rob can make their crimes public. So I'm guessing he grew up in some kind of, it says compound, some kind of maybe cult. So his family grew up in some kind of cult or some kind of community which he escaped, but his brother didn't, and then something within that community has killed his brother. It says, but when Rob arrives at the compound But when Rob arrives at the compound with an eager podcaster, Lucy, in tow, they discover a group of people coming apart at the seams, and paranoia seeping through the community. Mutiny is in the air, and worse, there is something lurking underneath the surface, something monstrous and murderous, something that has been biding its time in the margins. Trapped and isolated, Rob and Lucy are going to have to put their trust in the community. this sounds really interesting, as it's their only hope to survive. So yeah, Rob is going back to this compound which he grew up in. It sounds like it's going to be some kind of cult. And yeah, he's gone to find out what happened to his brother, who has been murdered, and he has a podcaster, a friend, girlfriend, not sure yet, along with him. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. Obviously he's going to have an insider perspective because he came from the compound, whereas Lucy's going to have a completely alien kind of view on the whole thing because she'd never been there before. So this sounds like it's going to be really intriguing. I am looking forward to this one. A bit of, yeah, like a mystery, paranoia. Is it demonic? Is it just paranoia within the group, within the community? That sounds like it's going to be an interesting read. Not heard of this author before either. So yeah, I'm intrigued by that one. The next one is Feast While You Can. Oh, that's a cool cover. I like the colour scheme. Obviously I like purple. But yeah, Feast While You Can, a truly monstrous romance. By turns alluring, appealing, sexy and grotesque. And this has 2 authors. I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce the names, but there they are. Michaela Clements and I don't know how to pronounce that last one. But yeah, so we have a monstrous romance. This could be interesting. So here we go. It says, messy lesbians fight a horrific monster in a small town. Okay, well that already sounds interesting. Yeah, it says there is a monster inside Alina. All she wants to do is walk her mongrel dog, hold court with her brother and their local dive bar, and bait hot queer women to her sleepy conservative hometown. The problem is, not so does the monster. It wants what... I have to bring this closer, sorry, this cold is just... I can't even talk properly. It wants what Angelina has done. It wants what she's going to do, and it wants to eat her whole life and every version of every future she might have ever had. Okay, until it possesses her. The famous monster lives deep in the pits inside the mountains. But on the night that Angelina runs into her brother's ex, a sturdy, handsome Javier, the monster rises hungry and ready to eat. Its claws comb through her private thoughts, her most intimate and traumatic memories. Only Javier's touch can repel it, and the monster feasts on all the mess that makes up a life. This sounds interesting. So she sounds like she's going to be a bit of a messed up main character, and she's wanting to live a simple life, and then there's some kind of monster. I'm not sure if this is going to be like psychological, like it's in her head, or it's a real monster, because it says it lives deep in the mountains, so I'm guessing maybe a real monster that's going to be messing up her life. What will Angelina do to protect her future, and how much will it cost her? It says, beautiful, greedy, terrifying, this book makes an intimate home for itself alongside your bones. It says, lesbian pulp meets literary horror. Okay, this sounds like it's going to be intriguing. I'm not quite sure what to expect from it. It says monstrous romance. I don't know. Is she going to like fall in love with the monster? It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure. I've not heard of either of these books. They both sound quite intriguing. So yeah, we will see. I think I'm most excited about this one so far because I like reading books about cults. I find it interesting. So let's see what our extras are. The snack we have this month is a festive flapjack. I love flapjack. It says freshly baked with by Yorkshire flapjack. So yeah, this is going to be a hit. I love flapjack. So yeah, it says it's a sweet and fruity mincemeat with mixed spice flavoured flapjack. So that sounds tasty. I am a flapjack girl, so I am pleased by that. We then have our drinks, so let's open that up and see what we have in the drinks. So the first one we have, as always, is our Jogo coffee bag, which is lovely. We have a Yorkshire tea. I used to be strictly Tetley, but I'm actually getting into Yorkshire because we keep getting them in the boxes and I am enjoying it. Ooh, we then have a peppermint tea. I haven't had a mint tea in quite a while. We then have our Galaxy hot chocolate. Love that. And then we have the Nescafe cappuccino, which I think I might have in a moment before I have to go do the school one. So that all is lovely. I always enjoy them. I can see the bookmarks peeping here. We have the Abominable Book Club bookmark, and it's not matte. It's actually got a glossy finish. They normally do matte bookmarks, but you have the home page and the spoiler card there. So 2 QR codes you can scan. And then we have the story on the back. Bookmark 2 series 7, so it has the story on the back. I need to like gather these all together and read them, because I do glance through them, but yeah. We then have this here, and it says Helena Goes to Hell Part 2. This time she has a sledgehammer. Okay, I've not heard of this. Is this like an advertisement? Helena is hell-bent on payback again. And then it has like a price down here. So is this like a book you can purchase from the Abominable Book Club? It says, 1 year ago, Helena exacted revenge on the Hell Skeletons responsible for the death of her entire family. She hoped that would be the end of the nightmare, but it was only the beginning. Plagued by visions of the tormented souls of her dead family, Helena tries to return to normal life in the Los Angeles-based private detective Hollywood actress, until one day a woman arrives with a story similar to her own. The horde of Hell Skeletons, a wedding invaded, a family massacred, vengeance reignited. Helena embarks on a crusade with only one objective: smash down the gates of hell and kill them all. This sounds really interesting. What's this then? I'm going to have to look this up because it has like a priceless UK £1.49, the Abominable Book Club. I wonder if it's a book that you can buy from the Abominable Book Club. I'm going to have to look that up because that sounds quite interesting. But yeah, I like that bookmark. I can see a few other things down here. What else do we have? Oh, we have an art print. They've started giving us art prints and I actually really like them. I really like the Bates Motel one I have up on my bedroom wall. Not Bates Motel, sorry. The Overlook Hotel from The Shining I have up on my bedroom wall. But yeah, now we've got a little reading ghost. I like that. I do like art prints. It's something I do. I like to display artwork on my walls. I have quite an eclectic taste. Oh, hello. Looks like we've got some stickers on the back. But yeah, I do like that. It's just cute. It's simple. It's a nice little... Oh, you can kind of see me. Hello. Yeah, I like that. It's a little ghost with his book and his coffee, having a little read. Let's have a look at these. We have a sticker here. Ah, lovely. A nice vomiting zombie. Is that going to focus? I don't know how well that focused on his face there, but yeah, it's a nice vinyl sticker. I love stickers, put them in my journal. A nice little gross zombie guy there. We then have what looks like a signed book plate for Tom. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but he is the author of the first book that I pulled out, which... Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. So he's the author for that, so I will stick that inside the book. I like to keep the signatures with the books, so I love that. We have a few things. Okay, we then have what looks like a little advertisement. What's this for? Serve Horror, Ramsey Campbell for 60 years. Special Ramsey Campbell edition. Ramsey Campbell alongside exclusive horror classics. So it looks like a publishing company maybe. A little leaflet for that. And we have another one here, which is a little bookmark for the same company. So yeah, they must do different editions of books. Flame Tree Press. So yeah, that's interesting. We then have a letter, and again, this is from Tom, the author of the first book. What's it called again? Marginal? Yeah, so that's a little letter. I'll put that with his book and read through that when I read the book, and I'll talk a little bit about the letter when I review the book. We then have another little leaflet here. What is this? Oh, it's another one, another little leaflet for the other book, Feast While You Can. So it gives us a little bit of detail about the book there. You can pause it if you want to read it, but again, I'll put this with the book and then I will go through it. When I do my book review, I will talk about the letters within the, you know, at the beginning before I do the book reviews. So yeah, I think that's everything we got in the box. So let us open up the second-hand one. I love how these are wrapped. They're wrapped so beautifully. I never like to destroy the packaging, but I did have a knife somewhere. Not a knife, a pair of scissors. So let's cut that and then see what this month's book is. I was unfortunate. I think last week I got a book I already had, which does happen sometimes if you have a large book collection. And oh, okay, this is another book I have read. So yeah, if you are like a big horror book collector, you do sometimes get books you've already had. And this book, The Secret of Crickley Hall. Now, I collect James Herbert books. He's one of my favourite horror writers, so I'm very pleased to get this. And as I said, I already know this story, but I have this story in audio CD form. So back when you would get like audio tapes and audiobooks on CD and tape, yeah, this was actually the first book that I ever read by James Herbert. The Secrets of Crickley Hall. I think it's one of his most famous ones. I believe it was made into like a short TV series as well, like a 2-part TV film. But yeah, it's a chunky book. It's quite big, but I'm actually really pleased to receive this because, like I said, I collect his books and I exclusively collect his paperback books, and I don't have this in paperback, and I would like to reread this at some point. So yeah, I'm actually really pleased by this. There's a #1 bestseller down there. But yeah, it's a real chunky book. James Herbert, The Secrets of Crickley Hall. I do remember it. It's been a very long time since I read this book. I believe a family move into a house. It's like a haunted house story basically, which you guys know is one of my favourite things, is haunted house stories. Yeah, would you stay in a haunted house for more than one night? Would you live in a place where ghostly things keep happening and the cellar door, you know, to be locked at night before is always opening and is always open the following morning, where hushed whispers are heard and white shadows steal through the darkness. There is a presence of evil all around you. Yeah, I remember it's a story about a family moving into this creepy house, and like, yeah, they start to get like haunted and like creepy stuff happen. So yeah, I'm really pleased to receive that. I'm really happy I finally have a paperback version of that book. So yeah, interesting books all round. So a book I have already read and heard of, but would very much like to reread. And then 2 books that I haven't heard of, but both sound quite intriguing. This one I'm not really sure what it's about. It says it's a horror romance, so we will see. And then this one, it seems to be some kind of like cult, possible paranoia, or maybe creature. It seems to be more there's, I don't know if it's, well, I don't know, I'll have to read it, won't I? But yeah, it doesn't seem to be a creature book. It seems to be more of like centered around, yeah, like creepy things going on inside a cult. We got the letters that go with the books. We got a bunch of bookmarks. We got the promotional stuff. And then we got the 2 other bookmarks. We got the art print, which I really like. We got a snack. We got the assigned book plate and that's the sticker. And then yeah, last but not least, we got the drinks. So overall, really interesting box. Let me know if you have heard of any of these books. Have you read them? What do you think? It's going to be really interesting. So if you want to know what these two books end up being about, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. I open these book boxes every month. I read the books and then review the books on this channel. So yeah, if you want to know what those books are about, then stay tuned. What was your favourite thing inside this box? I think in terms of the goodies, I really like the art print. That might have been my favourite extra. And then in terms of the books, I am very interested in this one. So yeah, really interested in that one. That's probably going to be the one I read first. Very happy with that one, even though I've already know the story. I do actually want to reread that book, and like I said, I collect James Herbert books, so very happy about that. And this one was also very intriguing. So yeah, those are all the stuff we got in this month's book box. Let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. Sorry if I was a bit incoherent in some parts. Like I said, I am like full of cold and flu right now, and yeah, hopefully it will pass in a few days. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye guys.